Hidden error, usage of nationality is not recognized. Tanita Tikaram is a German-born British pop-folk singer-songwriter. She achieved chart success with the singles Twist and My Sobriety, and Good Tradition from her 1988 debut album, Ancient Heart. She is known for her powerful, husky voice, and poetic and somewhat obscure lyrics. Background: Tikaram was born in Ma 1/4 Nster, Germany, the daughter of an Indo-Fijian father, Pramod Tikaram, and a Malaysian mother, Fatima Rouhani. Her father's military career meant that she spent her early life in Germany before moving to Basingstoke, Hampshire, England when she was in her early teens. She is the younger sister of the actor Ramon Tikaram and the great-niece of Sir Moti Tikaram, who was the first Lord Chief Justice of an independent Fiji and the world's longest-serving national ombudsman. Career: Tikaram started singing in nightclubs while she was still a teenager and came to the attention of WEA Records. Her debut album, Ancient Heart, produced by Rod Argent and Peter Van Hook, was released in September 1988 when she was 19 years old. The album's first two singles, Good Tradition and Twist and My Sobriety, became top 10 hits around Europe and the album sold around 4 million copies worldwide. A quick succession of albums for WEA, The Sweet Keeper, Everybody's Angel, 11 Kinds of Loneliness did not achieve the same commercial success, with each album selling less than the previous one. Her 1992 album 11 Kinds of Loneliness, which was the first Tikaram fully produced herself, did not chart at all. Taking a break from the music industry and moving to San Francisco, Tikaram returned in 1995 with the album Lovers in the City, which received better reviews than her previous albums and achieved better sales. Still, it was her last studio album for WEA and her contract was finished in 1996 with the release of the compilation album The Best of Tanita Tikaram. Signed to Mother Records, Tikaram released the Cappuccino songs in 1998, and then retired for several years from the music industry, reappearing in 2005 with the album Sentimental, which was released on a French label. In 2012, she released her first album in 7 years. Since 2013, she has been touring the UK and Europe and is currently recording a new album. Discography Albums Ancient Heart UK number 3, US number 59, SE number 8, AUT number 1, GER number 1 Euro 3 million worldwide, The Sweet Keeper UK number 3, US number 124, SWE number 4, AUT number 7, GER number 3, Everybody's Angel UK number 19, US number 142, SWE number 16, AUT number 19, GER number 17, 11 Kinds of Loneliness AUT number 33, Lovers in the City UK number 75, GER number 74, The Best of Tanita Tikaram Euro compilation, The Cappuccino Songs UK. Number 69, Sentimental, Can't Go Back UK number 147, AUT number 33, GER number 50. Singles Other works Music Harmony vocals on That's Why I'm Leaving Here on the 1989 self-titled third album by Brendan Crooker and the 5 O'Clock Shadows. Cover of Loving You, included in the 1990 Elvis tribute album The Last Temptation of Elvis. Vocals on I Never Will Know, also a US single, and Blue Moon on the 1990 Mark Isham album Mark Isham. Guest vocals on It's Too Late on Nancy Griffith's 1991 album Late Night Grand Hotel. Guest vocals on the single JTE Vaudrey Quand Mami from Pierre Schot's album Le Nouveau Monde, from 1992. Poor Wandering One, a song from Gilbert and Sullivan's Pirates of Penzance recorded for a Disney soundtrack and produced by Mark Isham, but unreleased then intended to be used on the soundtrack of The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, where another version appears instead then mentioned to appear as B-side, which hasn't happened. Writer of 3 tracks on the Bronte Brothers' 1993 album The Way Through the Woods, Live a Little More, Beneath the August Moon, and A Winner Too. Writer of the B-side Need This Love, a growing of Bronte Brothers' 1993 single Live a Little More. Writer of the re-recorded version of Live a Little More by Bronte Brothers, 1994 single. vocals on Redemption song on the 1997 Mood Swings album Psychedelicatessen. Guest vocals on I'm Looking Up to You on Christy Hennessy's 1995 album Lord of Your Eyes. My Love Tonight commissioned for the Abitare Il Tempo exhibition in Milan, Italy, and appeared on Tikaram's 1995 album Lovers in the City. Adaptation of the poem Not Waving But Drowning by Stevie Smith, commissioned by the BBC for their Texts in Time educational series and released on the 1995 Tikaram's single I Might Be Crying. Have You Lost Your Way? Contributed to Italian exhibition VGO d'Italia, released in 1995 on the Tikaram single Wonderful Shadow. Duet Dove Seri with Cristiano Prunas, released in Italy in 1997 as single and on the Prunas self-titled album. Film producer of the Jard Katzian documentary drama Solace, also known as Every Day is New, released 2005. Twist in My Sobriety features in the film, Bandits and Miami Vice Season 5, Episode 14, The Lost Madonna. References. External links, official website, Tanita Tikaram at the Internet Movie Database.